These are the top 7 worst investments. Yes, I said it. I'm not saying you can't have these things. I'm just gonna show you the other side of it because I don't think enough people talk about this. So keep it locked for all that and more. It's Crystal with the Cash Compass. Alright, welcome back. I'm here to teach you all the things that you should have learned in school about money, but I don't know what was going on. Please be sure to subscribe because we talk about everything from personal finance to investing to the economy. And I get right into it. Number 1 is your 401k. Like I said. Yeah, I said it.
Mind you, this was recorded before all this stuff started happening right now with the stock market. So yeah, I'm standing by this.
I've said this on my channel before where I talk about 401ks in detail, but this was never designed to be a retirement system. Most people don't know that because all we know is 401k, right? The minute you get a new job, it's like, here's a whole bunch of forms to fill out for a 401k. And you're just kind of like, okay, yeah, I want to retire. I don't want to live in a ditch, so I'll do it. But that wasn't the intention for a 401k. It just kind of turned into this retirement vehicle, and a lot of people are going to get smacked up when they realize that it's not going to be there for them in the way that they thought it was going to be. The main reason a 401k to me is a bad investment is because this is a made-up statistic, but I would say at least over 90% of people have absolutely no clue what is in their 401k, right? Now, if you went to get your car serviced and your bill came up to like $500, you're gonna be like, where my glasses at? What's this? What's that? But when it comes to a 401k, no one seems to care about what the fees are. No one seems to care about what they're invested in. And then they just think they're gonna set it and forget it. Wrong. Don't. You're watching this video because you're smart. Don't do that. The fees are crazy. You are paying Wall Street. No matter how your portfolio performs, they get fees. What does that mean? That means you can lose it all. This has happened before, so I'm not making it up. Another 2008 can happen, and you can be left with nothing, but Wall Street has made all the money off of you. They got their coins and they're out the door. If you know what you're investing in, and if you're okay with having your money locked up, because another bad thing about it is they tell you what to do with your money. And if you really think that it's because they care about you and they want you to have a sweet retirement, that's your thoughts, and you know what, and you're entitled to that. But I don't feel comfortable keeping my money anywhere that will charge me 10% because I want to use my money. On top of all of that, this is not true diversification. This is just all intangible assets. I think we all just kind of been brainwashed to believe like, get your stocks, get your bonds, diversify. But there's so many layers to diversification. And that leads me into my second worst investment, which is having all your eggs in one basket. So even if it's a rock star awesome investment, right? Maybe it's real estate, maybe it's stocks, maybe you have your own business. If that's all you're doing and you just have like a tunnel vision to this one thing, that's really bad because you don't know what is going to happen, right? If I had a crystal ball and I could predict what was going on, I would not be making these videos. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I'll be rich somewhere. Nobody knows the cheat code, right? That you have to make sure you are truly diversified, because if something happens to one piece of your portfolio, at least you have something over here to work with. Diversification to me is a mix of intangible and physical assets. Intangibles would be your stocks, your bonds. Physical assets would be your business. It would be real estate. It would be things that you actually have control over that can make you money and put money into your pockets. And when I say diversification, it doesn't only mean having physical assets and intangible assets, but it also means maybe having a mix, right? Because a lot of people just, all they know is America, all they know is the USA, and that could be the worst decision because next thing you know, America goes to kablow, and now what? So maybe even diversifying and trickling into the other markets, the other countries. You have to obviously do your research with anything, even US stocks, even US investments. But definitely think about branching out. Hola, bonjour. On the discussion of diversifications, the third worst investment is ETFs and mutual funds. And why is that? Fees, and more fees. Say it with me. They will fee you to death. Nickel and dime you to death. Direct and indirect fees. I mean, they get you from all angles. Check your prospectus. If you don't even know what a prospectus is, this is exactly why I say this is one of the worst investments. People have no clue what they're investing in. They have no clue what they're paying. You just get a little statement that says, oh, your money has gone up $10,000. And you're like, I'm rich. But you just don't really know what's going on. Who's richer than you? Who's making more money off of you? You want to make sure you have your prospectus. It's thick on purpose. They don't want you to read it, so you're going to read it anyway. And a lot of times with like these mutual funds, you are the beneficial owner. And a beneficial owner is somebody who has all the perks and the benefits of owning something without actually owning it. So think about this. You can be renting a home, for example, right? You're, in a way, the beneficial owner. You can live in the house, you can decorate it if you want to, you can do pretty much what you want, but you don't actually own the home if you're renting. At any point, the house owner can say, hey, thanks for the 20 years of paying me rent, but now you gotta go because I'm selling this house, right? Same thing can happen with these mutual funds. If you are the beneficial owner, please make sure you look into that. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it did happen, at least you heard it here first. You don't wanna be in that position where they can just kind of yoink, that's mine, sorry, I'll be taking that and going out the door with your money. The fourth worst investment is a pyramid scheme. And you'll know a pyramid scheme when you see it because they're going to say something along the lines of, hey, like just give me $30 and we have to recruit these people, and once you get those people, you go into another tier. And then if you get all these people working for you, you'll make a lot of money. And you kind of don't even really know what you're selling. It's just kind of like, okay, well, I'll refer this person, and the money will sound good, so they'll refer that person, and next thing you know, we're all making money, but we don't know how. Don't do that. I don't agree with these things. I'm not going to name any companies in particular, but you've heard that pitch before, I'm almost positive. So anything that tells you to recruit and there's a tier system, give them the rock eyebrow. The fifth worst investment is a home. Your primary residence is not an investment. That's a scam. You've been lied to, and I'm here to tell you the truth. So show me your love with a light. No, I'm not saying rent for life. I actually don't agree with that either. But just understand that if your idea of real estate investing is just having your primary home, no, it's not. Investing to me is things that put money in your pocket, okay? There is investments, there's insurance, and there's speculation. A primary residence is none of that. It's just an expense. It's a fat bill. When you have real estate investments where there is money coming in because you have tenants, you can have depreciation, you can deduct all the expenses for the most part out of your taxable income. That is an investment. Number 6 is a savings account. I know, it sounds crazy, but savings accounts get eroded by inflation. I have talked about inflation so much on this channel that I'm not going to get into it right now. You can click this video up here, but inflation will rob you. So if you're just keeping your money in a savings account, that is a bad idea, because the interest rates that the banks give you to borrow your money makes absolutely no sense. I mean, Chase is like 0.01 to borrow my money. No, I'm not interested in that. So you want to have a savings just for kind of, things that might come up in life, but you really want to put that money to work and actually beat inflation, because inflation is not 2%. You've been lied to. Think about your own life, okay? For me, things feel like they're increasing by 150%. I don't know. Your purchasing power has been on the decline. Please look at this chart. $20 back in the day might have been able to give you a nice healthy feast, and these days it's very hard to make a $20 stretch. So that is inflation going to work on your ass. If you save $100,000, 20, 30, 40 years from now, it won't really be worth the same. And the 7th worst investment is bad degrees. I have a degree, so obviously I can't sit here and just completely trash college degrees, but a lot of people have gotten into college only to come out with no job, working in retail, which they had no intentions on doing, and being bombarded and overburdened with student loans. Do not, if you are of that age where you're going into college all bright-eyed and excited, please make sure you know what you're getting yourself into as far as how much it's going to cost, how much you're going to make when you get on the other side of it. Is there even a need for what you're looking to get a degree in? If you want to be a veterinarian but nobody got dogs, what are you going to do? I know some people act like dogs, but they don't count. So I know money isn't everything, but you do want to make sure that you'll be able to pay these student loans off, or that maybe you don't have to even get student loans because maybe you go to community college at first and then you can use grants. I mean, really think of college as an investment. And it's an experience. Yes, I had some great times in college, but it actually made me money, right? My return was crazy. So do your research. All right, that will do it for this video. If you like this video, please thumbs it up, subscribe, share with your friends, and you know what to do. Binge watch me. And until next time, keep your money up.